Alright, this is Grayson with Garvin's Plumbing and Sewer. We're at 16796 East Kent. We've pushed out to the city tap. We are about 38 to 39 feet from the outside access in the front yard to the city tap. Our counter is only showing 8 inches because I had to swap batteries, so it should count negative on the way back. I do see some locates in the street. I don't know if the city's planning on lining their main or what, but we did remove quite a bit of roots. Had to clean the line probably 5 times for a short run. It's quite a bit, but everything appears to have evacuated and been pushed down to the city as of now. So we're going to proceed. It should be drained down now. We ran a whole bunch of water trying to push all those roots that we cut out. So I don't see any collapsing or anything at the tap. We have a little bit of a low spot right before the tap. The tap itself looks okay. Now that all the roots are removed. The low spot before it did have a lot of sediment built up. We got almost all of it out. So this section here is where the roots were getting caught up after I cut them out. So there was some waste. So about we'll call it a 5-foot low spot before it normalizes, 4 feet, 5 feet, right by the tap. But there's no roots in conjunction with this low spot now. So ideally, as long as the line is maintained, then shouldn't pose the normal issues. If roots get in the line in tandem with the low spot, it will likely cause problems. Luckily, it is 5 feet or less. If it were a longer low spot that we were underwater, it would be more concerning to me. We got all the roots out of this section. We're in clay tile pipe right now. This is the first very clear image that I've been able to get. I believe this section right here had the most amount of roots. It's difficult to see on the top of the pipe there, but we've gotten essentially all of the roots. Just can't quite see the top of the pipe there. So I don't know if there's extra roots growing in from the top or not, but I'd rather them grow from the top than the bottom. Almost all of the roots have been cut out of this section here. Very minor offset to the right there with roots growing through. Shouldn't pose an issue as long as it's not on the bottom of the pipe. And that amount of roots remaining is not concerning. That's normal. It's almost impossible to get all of the roots due to the various angles. So here, about 20 feet from the clean out is where we transition to PVC and SDR. So a lot of pitch. So it's headed downhill at a high rate, but it's better than being flat. The clay tile pipe was a little more flat. A little bit of a divot there on the bottom, but it's outbound and it's small, so that shouldn't really pose issues. SDR looks fine. Didn't see anything of note. This is our clean out. Very, very minor low spot at the clean out. Not even really worth mentioning. I only consider a low spot to be detrimental if my entirety of my camera head is covered. Risers are about 12 feet deep, so sewer line's about 12 to 13 feet at the tap, I would imagine. I recommend all homeowners invest in sewer line insurance, just as a good practice. Eventually, getting the remaining of the clay tile pipe will be beneficial. So here we are, 2 feet, and we're transitioning to cast iron inbound. Our cast iron is old, looks a little rough, but is not holding any waste. Don't see any low spots or chunks of pipe missing. Possibly you could benefit from a descale service or jetting to pull that scale out, but regular maintenance, as most homes should do, should solve any issues from, or prevent any issues from arising until and we were able to knock some of the scale loose. That's why we can see some of the black along the bottom and sides. And then we ran heavy amounts of water to flush everything out. We're about to come up to our sweep. There's a tie-in there for the bottom bathroom group. Tie-in there likely for the floor drain. And then here's our sweep. And our clean out inside would be above. It's been Grayson with Garvin's. Thank you.